Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back once again. You are still live on our wonderful channel where we dey bring you back to back gist and update where they happen all over the world. Mazi Simon Epka has done it again. This time he has, extended his capacity and his strength as the Prime Minister of Biafra. Epka has been doing a lot of things recently to make sure that the vision and the mission of bringing about a Biafra nation comes to pass. Today, Mazen and the Kano's disciple Simon Epka has written to the Ecowas court over indefinite adjournment of suit filed by a northern group to seek referendum for Biafra. Well, before I bring you the full details of this information and this news, please, if not the first time where we say you did join us for this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Subscribe maka ya woni me amewepụta aka na this screen kwagụla na ntị. Hey, I didn't can give me funny but my people, I beg, go ahead and subscribe, share, comment, and like. Also on your notification button so that whenever we are posting news, you will be the first to collect it. Oyangwangwa, sharp, make merchandise enter into the news proper. Simon Epka, the disciple of Maz Nnamdi Kanu, detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has written to Ecowas court over indefinite adjournment of a lawsuit brought before the regional court by the coalition of northern group to seek referendum for Biafra Republic. This was seen in a letter signed by Epka in his newly proclaimed capacity as the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in exile. The letter is dated 8 May 2023 and addressed to the Community Court of Justice, Ecowas Court. According to the letter, Epka asked the court to review the current status of the case, noting how the continued prolongation of the case is jeopardizing the interests of Biafra and Igbo people living in Nigeria. The letter reads, "We write to remind you of the lawsuit at the Ecowas court sitting in Abuja by the coalition of northern groups and other ethnic nationalities seeking a referendum towards a peaceful exit of Biafra and other indigenous groups from Nigeria. The lawsuit was adjourned to 20th October 2022 by Justice Ian Eko. The African Charter on Human and People's Rights states that every citizen in Africa country has the right to say that he or she is no longer interested in remaining in that country. Hence, we want to know the status of this case and when the Ecowas court intends to hear this suit. As Biafran people cannot wait indefinitely, Biafrans of the old eastern region of Nigeria are living under existential threat in one Nigeria. So we Biafrans demand a referendum for a peaceful exit from Nigeria. Biafrans are estimated at over 75 million people, some living in Nigeria and others dispersed all over the world. Biafra existed as an independent nation from 1966 to 1970, when Nigeria and its ally fought Biafra and annexed Biafra into Nigeria in 1970. Biafra land is so richly blessed with human and material resources. 95% of the oil and other mineral resources that fuel Nigeria's economy today comes from Biafra land. As a result of the gross injustice, human rights abuse, tribal supremacy, fanaticism, ethnicism, and class bigotry, the indigenous people of Biafra are determined to exit Nigeria. The indigenous people of Biafra are demanding a referendum to exercise their right to self-determination and restore the sovereign state of Biafra through peaceful means. Biafrans have been continuously and systematically killed in Nigeria. In 2016, more than 160 Biafran youth were shot in cold blood at Ngwa High School, Aba. The army declared Operation Dance 1 and 2 in which they invaded the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, killing over 50 Biafran youths. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped assassination by the Whiskers. The army went to Uzuwani in Enugu State, where they massacred over 100 Biafran youths and did the same to Ehamofu, Izombe, and Aguleri. Just before the general election in Nigeria, about 40 people were shot in cold blood in Abuja, Abia State, when some unarmed youth marched to the street demanding the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who the Nigerian government is holding captive. Even though the court discharged him of any wrongdoings, the soldiers also wounded hundreds of other innocent people on 1st January 2023. The military led siege the town of Ihube Okigwe in Imo State and burnt down the town. They later went further to narrate the alleged atrocities committed against the Igbo people by Nigerian security operatives after the 2023 general election. Furthermore, after the 2023 general election in March 2023, the military and political thugs burned down businesses of Biafrans in Lagos, Maiduguri, Abuja, Kaduna, and Kano without justification. These atrocities are systematic, not isolated incidents. To ease off these hostilities before it generates into another full-blown war, we call on your court to revisit the referendum suit immediately and grant the indigenous people of Biafra who wish to exit Nigeria, especially Biafrans, the freedom to exit peacefully, the letter added. My people, now don't hear as they shell as they happen. Mazi Simon Epka, the Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile, has written to the Ecowas to hasten in the suit that was filed that the indigenous people of Biafra should exit Nigeria with peace. Of course, you know that Mazi Simon Epka lately has been taking some steps to make sure that this dream of bringing Biafra nation into existence, he has been doing a lot to make sure that this thing comes into actualization. I know that it has not been easy for him, both his time, his resources, money, and the rest of them that has been put into this thing in order to make it work out. It's not going to be an easy journey, but I believe that the way Simon Epka is taking this thing, because he has been writing to dignitaries and the rest of them. The other time he wrote to King Charles, whose coronation was some time ago, some days ago, so that King Charles can use his office and persuade Nigerian government to make sure that Biafra exits from Nigeria. But I don't think that King Charles has given any reply to that particular letter that was written by Mazi Simon Epka. But I believe that maybe because of his coronation activities and the rest of them, that he will be able to do something in order to make sure that the indigenous people of Biafra are freed from their bondage. Well, what Epka is doing is not an easy work, though there has been some criticism, a little division in the family, because Mazi Emma Powerful is giving a different order, while Mazi Simon Epka is also giving a different order. So I'm wondering what is actually happening in the IPOB family, or does it mean that the IPOB family has divided into two? Because the other time you will hear, the DOS saying the same thing, the different thing, the IPOB saying different thing, and the rest of them. There are too many things that are being said. But I think most people believe more in Simon Epka, because they believe that he is taking the proper action, what should be done, writing letters to those who deserve to receive the letter, in order to make sure that this dream of having a Biafra land comes to actualization. My wonderful people, I will be drawing the curtain here, and if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. Like and share. Oh, my wonderful people, I sabi single, make I no come the rap for you, make I know the waste your time. Ngwa, Abike Woloka, I was all idea.